Welcome to another week of Light the Wick. I'm your host, Megan Seifert. Today, we'll look more into the construction on campus, take a look back onto the Royal Oaks history, and tell a story of a Marine returning home. Our top story. Yesterday, YSU and Youngstown Cityscape held a groundbreaking ceremony for the near $5 million Wick Avenue project. The goal will see that the sidewalks will be widened to improve walking, street lights will be improved, and utility wires will be moved underground to help Wick Avenue be more pleasing. From Wood Street to McGuffey Road along Wick will be shut down for the project. The construction will take at least a year to complete. With that, Christina and Justin just hit the streets on campus asking students how they felt about all the construction.
Hello YSU, my name is Christina Young. Road closed and orange barrels are a common denominator that we see around campus. Today I'll be asking students how they feel the construction on campus has affected their commute to class. How has construction on campus affected your commute to class?
Probably another minute or two getting to class than it probably would if it wasn't going on.
I mean, one day I'll go to class from library to Lincoln, and then the other day I have to go all the way around Ward Beecher just to get to my math class. And you got to calculate, a few minutes or however much longer to get to class.
I live on campus, but I do know that I live by Wick, so it's going to be kind of hard to get through that street because it's going to be all closed down here pretty soon.
The campus construction has affected my commute to class because normally I park in that parking deck and it's a little difficult now to access it.
How do you feel about the changes and the construction happening on campus?
Very inconvenient for, I think, anyone going to class.
I mean, it seems like they're really getting through it, but I'm not too sure on what exactly they're doing.
It's just I think it's kind of like a necessary thing. It doesn't really bother me that much, but it is kind of a hassle.
I think it is beneficial for all the students here because, Youngstown could use a little fix-up, but just rather have been in the summer when I'm not here.
The Royal Oaks has been a fixture in Youngstown for over 80 years. Light the Wick paid a visit to the historic business, where we got a little background on the bar and how being a subject on a TV show has improved their fortunes.
I get asked a lot of questions about has Bar Rescue helped or hurt us, because we've all heard the proverbial Bar Rescue curse. And believe it or not, it's really helped us. The history of the building was, it was built in 1919 by the DeMaine family, which originally was called the Domena family. That was their Italian name. In fact, the top of the building still has their name in the building. Originally like a mom and pop grocery store. It was all the brothers here. They lived in the back and upstairs, and the front was a store part. Once the publicity hit for them taping the show, we really got a lot of new customers out of it. And every time they show a rerun, it's funny because you'll get an influx of people that had never seen it, or even out of the city. We still get people from every weekend I've gotten out-of-towners coming through to try the barbecue, and I absolutely love it. And the repeal of Prohibition, December 5th, 1933, they were one of the first bars to get a liquor permit. In fact, there's 4 bars that are still in operation today from those original liquor permits. The only difference is the Royal Oaks has never moved locations.
Military members risk their lives every day going through dedication, volunteer, and sacrifice. A Light the Wick reporter was able to sit down with a U.S. Marine to discuss how recent his return home from the deployment. Stacy Tigner has the story.
You're in your daily routine, but what if I told you to pack up your bags, ready your training, and say goodbye to your loved ones? It's things like these where U.S. Marine Corporal Brandon Sapp does not hesitate.
Brandon Sapp just returned home from a 6-month deployment in Okinawa, Japan. With him being a North Carolina resident, I sat down for a Skype interview with him and his wife Sam and other family members.
So Brandon, tell me, what was it like seeing your son in that moment for the very first time?
It was different. I didn't really know how to feel because, obviously it was my first kid and I've never met him other than on Skype and, on the phone, so it was very unusual and I didn't know how to feel about it, I guess.
As Brandon was away, his wife Sam gave birth to their now 6-month-old son, Jude Marshall Sapp. The photos shown here by Love the Lights Photography captured the first moment of the family united. I then asked Sam what she had done to prepare for her husband's return home.
All us girls got together, all the wives that were our husbands deployed together. We got together kind of like a spa night where we had champagne and like face masks and just girly stuff like that. Online, there's a free banner site for military families, so we did a banner for our front porch that said, "Welcome home, Daddy. I've waited my whole life to meet you," and had a picture of Jude on it with a flag.
Brandon's not the only Marine in the family. His father, Alvin Sapp, joined in 1976.
I served 8 years in the Marine Corps as a military police / correctional officer.
When you heard that he was back, how did you feel? Did you feel good for him?
I feel happy for him. You know, I feel happy that he was back, you know, that he returned safely back to everybody.
Brandon's mom shared her thoughts on her son's deployment.
I was a little bit overwhelmed because I didn't know what that actually meant. As a Marine mom, the first thing you hear is, "Oh my gosh, 5 soldiers, jungle, and my son, and tanks." So once I read on, you know, where he would actually going was on the ship with the Navy, and he would be going to the Mediterranean, Greece, Spain. But, you know, so it made me feel better knowing that he got that kind of education that I don't think he could have gotten a regular, you know, college program. And the only thing that was bad about it, he turned, I think, 19 on the boat, so I did miss that.
He not only gained a son while he was away, but also became an uncle. His sister Brianna shared her feelings towards his absence during that time.
I was sad. He was going to miss out on her birth and her first birthday, her first Christmas, her first everything.
His niece Aaliyah is now 1 year old. Her reaction of meeting her uncle?
It was cute. I got a little teary-eyed. She acted like she's known him her whole life.
Brandon is now spending some long overdue quality time with his loved ones. Back to you, Megan, in this.
Thanks, Stacy, and thanks for watching at home. Continue to watch us every week as we reveal new stories and more. And don't forget to check us out on social media, on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts listed on your screen. For Light the Wick, I'm Megan Seifert. Have a great day.